Okay, now we're good. Okay, good afternoon. It is 4:02, and I'm going to go ahead and call the State Allocation Board meeting to order. The meeting is being held in person at the State Treasurer's Office at 915 Capitol Mall, first floor boardroom in Sacramento, California, 95814, as well as from several additional locations noted in the meeting agenda and notice for anyone who would like to provide public comment in person. This meeting is also being conducted by way of Zoom meeting for members of the public who would like to participate remotely. In order for this meeting to run efficiently for those participating remotely, please note the following guidelines. All attendees will be muted during the meeting. If any member of the public would like to make a comment, please use the raised hand feature in the Zoom meeting interface. I will call your name at the appropriate time, and OPSC staff will request to unmute you. If you are calling into the meeting and not using a computer or the Zoom application on a mobile device, you will be unable to provide public comment. Just to be noted, the board will not meet in closed session today. And before we start with our agenda items, I would like to, let's see, where's he hide? Oh, he's over in the corner. I'd like to just recognize Ephraim Egan because this is his last meeting as our legal counsel to the State Allocation Board. He has served in this role since December of 2021. Ephraim has accepted a new position with the California Government Operations Agency, and his last day with the Department of General Services will be June 5th. So we just want to congratulate Ephraim on his new position and to thank him for his dedication and service to the State Allocation Board. Ephraim, you will be missed, but we do wish you the best of luck in your new position. So with that, Ms. Jones, would you please call the roll and note any members joining us from a remote location?
Certainly. Senator Perez. Senator Nilo.
Here, remotely.
Yes, thank you, Senator. Senator Cabalden. Assemblymember Davies. Assemblymember Quirk Silva. Assemblymember Patel.
Here and joining remotely.
Thank you. Juan Morales.
Here.
Jeremy Smith.
Here.
Ana Lasso.
Here.
Michelle Peralt.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Thank you so much. We're going to go ahead then and move on to our next item before us, which is the minutes for the April 29th, 2026 meeting. Are there any comments or questions from board members on the minutes? Seeing none. Are there any public comments on the minutes? Seeing none. Is there a motion to approve the minutes? Motion by Assemblymember Davies. Seconded by Director Lasso. Secretary, if you'll please call the roll.
Senator Nilo.
Aye.
Nilo, aye. Assemblymember Davies. Davies, aye. Assemblymember Patel.
Aye.
Patel, aye. Juan Morales.
Aye.
Morales, aye. Jeremy Smith.
Aye.
Smith, aye. Ana Lasso.
Aye.
Lasso, aye. Michelle Peralt.
Aye.
Peralt, aye. And that motion carries.
Thank you so much. We'll go ahead now and move on to our executive officer statement, and I will turn it over to Ms. Kirk.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I have a few updates for the board this afternoon. Firstly, we have a current priority funding filing round, which opened on May 13th, 2026, and will close at 11:59 p.m. on June 11th, 2026. Applicants are encouraged to submit their priority funding requests electronically using the OPSC online system. These requests will be valid between July 1st, 2026 and December 31st, 2026. Applicants submitting a request in the current priority funding filing round may have their unfunded approval converted to an apportionment following an anticipated Proposition 2 Fall 2026 statewide general obligation bond sale. Applications that have or that receive an unfunded approval at today's meeting are also eligible to participate in the current priority funding filing round. More information on this process can be found on OPSC's website and in a recent email blast. Additionally, the funding round for the California Preschool, Transitional Kindergarten, and Full Day Kindergarten Facilities Grant Program, which the board authorized in January 2026, recently concluded, with applications accepted between April 1st and April 30th. OPSC received 56 applications during this timeframe from 50 school districts requesting a total of approximately $210.4 million in state funding, which includes approximately $28.4 million in requested financial hardship assistance. A list of the applications we received during this recent filing round is included as part of the information items in today's agenda. Staff are currently processing the applications received and will present successful applications to the board later this year. Finally, the board approved emergency regulatory amendments at its January 2026 board meeting that implement provisions of Proposition 2 related to the 5-year school facilities master plan, which is required for participation in the school facility program moving forward. The emergency regulatory amendments were approved by the Office of Administrative Law and became effective on May 4th, 2026. Timelines for the required submittal of the 5-year master plan are based on the specific application type. In particular, districts are advised that beginning May 5th, 2027, a complete and valid master plan will be required at the time of application submittal for new construction and modernization funding requests. Additional information is available on OPSC's website and in a recent email blast. I'm pleased to address any questions on these updates. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Are there any comments or questions from the board on the executive officer statement? Seeing none. Are there any public comments on the executive officer statement? Okay, seeing none. This is not an action item, so we will go ahead and move on now to our next item, which is our consent agenda. Ms. Kirk?
Thank you, Madam Chair. The consent agenda today begins on stamped page 11 of the agenda. I'm pleased to address any questions and ask that the board approve the consent agenda.
Great, thank you so much. Comments or questions from board members on the consent agenda? Seeing none. Public comments on the consent agenda? Okay. Seeing none, is there a motion to approve the consent agenda? Moved by Juan Morales. Is there a second? Second. Second by Assemblymember Davies. Secretary, will you call the roll, please?
Senator Nilo?
Aye.
Nilo, aye. Assemblymember Davies? Davies, aye. Assemblymember Patel?
Aye.
Patel, aye. Juan Morales?
Aye.
Morales, aye. Jerry Lee Smith?
Aye.
Smith, aye. Ana Lasso?
Aye.
Lasso, aye. Michelle Peralt?
Aye.
Peralt, aye, and that motion carries. Thank you.
Great, thank you so much. We'll go ahead now and move on to our financial reports. Ms. Kirk?
Thank you, Madam Chair. The financial reports begin on stamped page 87 of today's agenda. I'm pleased to address any questions.
Thank you so much. Comments or questions from the board on the financial reports? Okay, seeing none. Public comments on the financial reports? Okay, seeing none. This is not an action item, so we'll go ahead now and move on to one appeal item that we have before us today for Greenfield Union School District, and I'll turn it back over to Ms. Kirk.
Thank you, Madam Chair. This appeal request begins on stamped page 105 of today's agenda. The appeal is from the Greenfield Union School District in Bakersfield, California, Kern County. The district received advanced design and site acquisition funding for a project back in 2005 and 2006, respectively, to construct a new elementary school. At that time, the district qualified for financial hardship assistance. For various reasons, the district did not move forward with constructing this project until 2022, and the new school, Crescent Elementary School, opened in August 2023, serving preschool through 5th grade students. In July 2022, the district did submit an application linked to the previous advanced design and site funding and application from the early 2000s. Its application in July 2022 requested full new construction funding for the project. When the Office of Public School Construction processed this application, the district did not have adequate new construction eligibility to support the full funding application, and the application was returned. The district subsequently submitted an appeal requesting that the board approve a retroactive reduction to costs incurred to close out the original application from the early 2000s and submittal of a new standalone application with the original application submittal date in July 2022. Approval of the district's request would result in approximately $4.5 million in state new construction funding for the district. Staff does support the district's request before the board today. It is allowable within the school facility program regulations to reduce a design and site acquisition application to costs incurred and to submit a new standalone new construction funding application. Based on the district's projected enrollment and factoring in the estimated return of some pupil grant eligibility from the requested retroactive reduction to costs incurred of the earlier application, the Office of Public School Construction does estimate that the district has adequate eligibility for the requested special day class non-severe pupil grant and all eligible new construction grant augmentations. The final determination of the district's new construction eligibility and associated funding is subject to the results of the Office of Public School Construction's audit of the project that the district has requested be retroactively reduced to costs incurred. Our preliminary review indicates that the district would have eligibility for one special day class non-severe pupil grant and all eligible supplemental grant augmentations for this project. Pursuant to the rules and procedures of the State Allocation Board, a positive vote of 6 members is required for the board to take action on the district's appeal. Absent a positive vote by 6 members of the board, the school district's appeal will be considered closed. Staff specific recommendations on this appeal request are shown on stamped page 111 of today's agenda and are as follows. We recommend that the board approve the district's request to first retroactively reduce to costs incurred the previous application from the early 2000s and require the district to submit a final expenditure report for the advanced site and design funding within 60 days. Secondly, we recommend that the board allow the district to submit a new standalone new construction application for one non-severe special day class pupil grant and all eligible supplemental grants with the original application receive date of July 29th, 2022. Next, we recommend that the board allow the district to update its funding request for the new standalone application based on the result of the reduction to costs incurred of that old application if it is determined that additional eligibility is available when that project is audited. We also recommend that the board approve the new standalone application as shown on attachment C as an unfunded approval, and that the board authorize the Office of Public School Construction in accordance with the school facility program regulations to adjust the district's new construction eligibility baseline in accordance with the regulations accounting for the new construction classroom capacity constructed in this project. I'd be pleased to address any questions. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Before we move to board questions, I believe the district has joined us today, and they are here in person. Thank you for making the trip up. So I think that we have Ramon Hendricks, is that correct? Superintendent with Greenfield Union School District. So if you'd like to provide any comments.
Thank you. Good afternoon and thank you. My name is Ramon Hendricks. I'm the superintendent of the Greenfield Union School District in Bakersfield. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the OPSC staff for working with us to find a path forward for the Crescent project. We appreciate the school facility program and the state's partnership, which is vital to meeting the needs of the Greenfield students and the community and providing facilities that the Greenfield community deserves. On behalf of the Greenfield community, I urge you to approve the OPSC staff recommendation and support our appeal request for Crescent Elementary School. I'd also like to mention that we have an assembly member here from Kern County who would like to provide a few comments also. And we thank Assemblymember Baines for being here and for supporting the small school districts in Kern County. Thank you again to OPSC for all your hard work in making this happen.
Thank you so much. What I know, Assembly Member Jasmeet Baines, is that correct? You're here. Thank you for joining us. Assembly Member, if you would like to come up and provide a few comments, we appreciate it.
Thank you so much. So good to see my colleagues. So good to see you. Thank you guys. First of all, I just want to thank everybody here for working with my local school district for this appeal. Supporting rural areas are so important. So thank you guys for all the work you guys are doing, and thank you guys for the work that you guys are doing up here. Madam Chair, members of the State Allocation Board, I'm Dr. Jasmeet Baines, Assembly Member from Kern County. I represent the wonderful Greenfield community. On behalf of the students and families, I want to thank all the staff at the Office of Public School Construction for working with the district to find a solution to support this vital project. Crescent Elementary School brings programs like dual language immersion, special education, transitional kindergarten, preschool, and community school to a very deserving children in our community. The partnership between the state and the local community is critical to meet the needs of our students. As a physician, we have a lot I've seen in the community like this. There are a lot of special needs in this community. As a past board president of Kern Regional Center and a past member of the DDS task force at the state, and as the assembly member today, and as a physician, I thank you and I urge you to support the OPSC staff recommendation and approve the Greenfield Union School District's appeal. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you. Thank you for coming over. We appreciate it. And again, thank you for coming all the way up. We appreciate that as well. Are there any other comments from the district? Okay, great. All right, let me go ahead and bring it back then. Are there comments or questions from the board? Okay, seeing none. Are there any other public comments on this item? Okay, seeing none, I'm not going to read the entire staff recommendation, but is there a motion to adopt staff recommendation?
Motion to approve.
Moved by Director Lasso, seconded by Assembly Member Davies. And if we could please have a roll call.
Senator Nilo,
Aye.
Nilo, I. Assemblymember Davies, Davies, I. Assemblymember Patel,
Aye.
Patel, I. Juan Morales,
Aye.
Morales, I. Jeremy Smith,
Aye.
Smith, I. Ana Lasso,
Aye.
Lasso, I. Michelle Peralt,
Aye.
Peralt, I. And that motion carries.
Thank you so much. And again, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
All right. With that, we'll go ahead and move on to our next item before us, which is our reports, discussion, and information items. Well, just a second.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Yes.
The reports, discussion, and information items are on stamped pages 119 through 174 of today's agenda, and I'd be pleased to address any questions.
Thank you so much. Any comments or questions from the board on the reports, discussion, and information items? Seeing none. Any public comments? Seeing none. And this is not an action item. And seeing as that is our last item before us today, I will go ahead and adjourn the meeting at 4:20. Thank you.